What up guys, Jacques Slade here, back with another unboxing, and today I have something that I'm gonna say is very, very special. About a month ago, Nike invited me out to Portland for the launch, or I should say the announcement for the Nike Doernbecher Collection. And part of that announcement was an auction at the Doernbecher Hospital where I got to meet all of the kids that were part of the Doernbecher Freestyle 2016 collection. And it was just a really amazing experience to really hear these kids' personal stories and see what they went through and see their insight behind their designs. Was really just a really amazing experience for me personally. And like to hear like the designers talk about the designs of the shoes are based solely on the kid. The kid does all of the designing and the designers just kind of listen to them. In fact, it goes so far that they don't tell the kids no. So if a kid's like, hey, I want the Incredible Hawk on my shoe, Nike will say, okay, we'll see what we could do. And they'll go to Marvel and say, hey, we want the Incredible Hawk to be on this shoe. Is it possible that we can do this? And leave it up to Marvel whether or not they say no or not. So they've just been really, really good about letting the kids really express their creativity. And for this unboxing today, I have a shoe that I really, really like the story behind this shoe. The shoe was designed by a young girl named Braylin Soon. And you know what? I actually let her tell you her story. So check this out.
Hi, my name is Braylin Soon. I'm 10 years old. I love to act. I'm a professional actress. I like to eat. I like to play on my tablet, and I love to do flag too. And I like collecting Kermits. He's just really friendly, and he's a very likable guy.
Braylin has autoimmune hepatitis, so the immune system treats her liver like a foreign object. They were hoping that they could pull her out of it at Doernbecher, and it just advanced to a stage where they couldn't quite do what they need to do. So they said, well, let's send you to Stanford, where if you need a transplant, that's where you'll have to be anyways.
So we waited 6 days, and then the transplant team came in and said, we have a liver for you. And she got her liver transplant that next day. Couple days in ICU, 5 days on the main floor, and she was out of there. So Braylin's post-care has been at Doernbecher to help with the trauma she faced, becoming so close to death and then being better.
I really want to help Doernbecher, help other kids. So I think like auctioning off the shoes is a great idea because you get a lot of money for the hospital to help kids and make them feel better so that they can go back and live their normal lives.
All right, so now that you heard Braylin tell her story, I want to give you the first look at her shoe, the actual shoe. So this is the box that they come in. It says Doernbecher Freestyle right here on the front. Also has Doernbecher on the sides there and there. And this shoe is the Air Huarache Run Ultra. This shoe sold for $14,000 at the auction, which was very awesome. So this officially is the most expensive shoe that I have personally ever unboxed. Thank you, Braylin, for giving me that opportunity. So open up the box, you see they have Braylin's information there. Very, very, very cool. So she wants to be an actress, as you saw in the video. But let's take a look at her shoes. Has Nike Freestyle paper, which is very nice. And then it actually has a freestyle sticker right here. Let me see if we can open that up. Might as well just rip it off now so you guys can see it. So they have the freestyle sticker there. And then we see the shoes. So her shoes are bright green, as you guys can see. She's a big fan of Kermit the Frog, if you couldn't tell. And so let's take a deeper look at her shoes. So while she was in the hospital, they called her Braylin the Brave, and so she elected to put Brave on the back of her shoes to kind of help tell her story. She's also a big fan of Kermit. Kermit is kind of like her, like some kids carry around blankets or they carry around stuffed animals. Hers is Kermit, and so she put Kermit the Frog right here on the tongue, which is very cool. Something very cool about these, they actually have like Kermit's fur right here on the toe box. And talking to the Nike designers, this is the first time that they've had fur like this on any Nike shoe ever. That goes to show you that they really don't tell these kids no. From what I understand, like they bring them in and they have all these materials, and this is the material that she picked that she wanted on her shoes. So she has a bit of a Kermit the Frog sort of teddy bear material right here at the toe. One of the biggest and most touching parts of this shoe are the eyelets. So what Braylin decided to do was to put 6 stars here on the eyelets of the shoe, and at the event in Portland, she had this to say.
And on the side, there's 6 stars on each side. And the reason for that is my liver donor. She was a 6-year-old girl and she passed away. I don't know who she is or her parents or her family, but I want them to see this shoe and know that it was meant for their daughter. So I put 6 stars because she's 6 years old and she needed to be in the design. So on that,
I just thought it was amazing and very thoughtful way for Braylin to pay back, not even pay back, but to acknowledge the kid that that lost their life, and she ended up being given that child's liver, which is a very, very big deal for her, obviously. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at the shoes. These are women's shoes. They don't come in men's sizes. I tried to get these in a men's size, but they didn't have them in my size because I would have definitely rocked these, but unfortunately they would not have them in my size. But I just wanted to give you guys a good look at them. These went for $14,000 at the auction. There's obviously a lot more details here as well, but I'll let you guys, once you get your own pair, you can find out the details. Some other stuff that Braylin put into the shoes because they meant a lot to her. I just want to say thank you for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have the opportunity, donate to the Doernbecher Children's Hospital. It definitely helps. The money goes to help children in need. They don't charge kids anything to be there. So it's a great charity and a great opportunity to really help someone in need. With that being said, I appreciate you guys. This is Braylin's Huarache from the Doernbecher Freestyle 2016 collection. All right, guys, with that being said, I'll see you soon. Peace.